Today, I'm going to be reading The Farmer Takes a Wife. Jacob peeked through the goatskin door, for his parents were having a council of war. The problem in question they had to decide was where to find Jacob a suitable bride. "There isn't one in all of the land," his mother said with a wave of her hand. "There are plenty of girls, like the one next door. But Canaanite women are really a bore." So they called him in, and his father said, "Jacob, we think it's time you were wed. In a distant land, your mother's brother has a couple of daughters. Take one or the other." It was a long, long way for a bridal hunt, and he wondered just which of the two he would want. He eagerly packed and went on his way, and slept in a field at the end of the day. He dreamed of a ladder that rose to the sky, reaching from earth to heaven on high. While angels of God walked to and fro, the Lord said, "Jacob, I want you to know that I'll give you descendants in such an amount, more than you'll ever be able to count, that they'll be like dust and spread and go forth to the east and the west, to the south and the north. And I'll take you safely upon your way." So Jacob continued early next day, over the rocky hills and the sand, till he came to a faraway eastern land. He stopped by some shepherds, and smiled as he did, for he spotted their well with a stone for a lid. "Water your sheep," he advised. "Go ahead." "We can't. We must wait for the others," they said. Suddenly, then they hushed their talk, for a barefoot girl who was tending a flock appeared on the road as golden as sun. "That's Laban's daughter, Rachel," said one. Jacob rolled the stone from the brink, all by himself, so her flock could drink. As he watched her leave, he wistfully sighed. How could he get her to be his bride? He met her father and sister, Leah, and helped on their farm till he got an idea. 7 years I'll work for your uncle," he said, "if you give me your daughter Rachel to wed." Leah was jealous, for she loved him too, but only the beautiful Rachel would do. He loved her so that the years went fast, and he worked in the fields till the time had passed. And because of Jacob, Laban knew, the number of cattle grew and grew, and Laban got richer than ever before. But still he wanted more and more. His narrowed eyes began to gleam, and Jacob never suspected his scheme. Laban proclaimed a wedding feast, the merriest party in all the East. Everyone smiled as the veiled young bride stood in her place at Jacob's side. Jacob was happy on his wedding night, but he gasped as he saw in the morning light that the girl he had married in the banquet hall was the daughter Leah, not Rachel at all. He stormed to Laban. "You cheated," he cried, "and gave me your older daughter as a bride." Laban snickered. His trick had worked. "Oh, I didn't tell you?" he asked as he smirked. "A younger daughter must always wait till her older sister finds a mate, so I couldn't have given you Rachel to wed. I had to switch and give Leah instead." "But don't worry, nephew," said he. "Just work for me 7 more years for free, and you can have Rachel to marry too." So that was what Jacob was forced to do. Still, Jacob remembered that long ago night, and how God said the whole thing would turn out all right. The end.